Welcome to you, Paralympic Winter Games fans. We are at Milano Cortina, 2026 Paralympic
Ladies
Winter Games.
and gentlemen,
We are starting with
are
a
you
banner.
ready?
Signore e signori, siete pronti?
Make some noise.
Fatevi sentire!
Clap your hands.
We are going to be watching this evening the very first round of the very first competition for wheelchair curling mixed doubles, a brand new discipline. And we are in session 1. We will be watching Great Britain versus Team Estonia. Have their practice. Onto the ice.
Please welcome the players who will compete in wheelchair curling mixed doubles round robin session 1.
Accogliamo i giocatori che si sfideranno nella prima sessione del girone di doppio misto del curling in carrozzina.
On sheet A, Italy versus Republic of Korea.
Sulla pista A, Italia contro Repubblica di Corea.
On sheet B, Japan versus People's Republic of China.
Sulla pista B, Giappone contro Repubblica Popolare Cinese.
On sheet C, Great Britain versus Estonia.
Sulla pista C, Gran Bretagna contro Estonia.
There's the teams we're going to be watching.
On sheet D, Latvia versus United States of America.
E sulla pista D, Lettonia contro Stati Uniti d'America.
Games will begin shortly. Wheels may be called.
Le partite inizieranno a breve, è consentito raffreddare le ruote.
Big day for all these teams. We just said hello to the team from Great Britain
In 90 seconds. Good
in
luck.
the blue uniforms throwing red stones.
Le partite inizieranno tra 90
Team from
secondi.
Estonia,
Buona fortuna!
they are wearing white uniforms and throwing yellow stones. We have 8 teams competing here in the round robin. Each team will play everyone else, so 7 games. And at the end of that, the 4 will qualify for semis and finals. But we have so much curling to show and enjoy before then. You heard the announcer introduce our game, and as the name implies, we have a man and a ruling. That's the coaches for Great Britain. That is the team coach, that's Luke Carson. High hopes for his team tonight, and that is the coach from Estonia, that is Alexander Andre. And not only is the pair from Estonia the only Estonian team in wheelchair curling, they are the only Estonian team representing at Paralympic Winter Games. So they are really got the whole country of Estonia behind them. And they will be delighted to get underway. You can see in the bottom left corner, the last stone draw. That means that it is Estonia who will have the last shot in this first end, and that means it is Britain who will set us off.
Yeah.
Want to go clock?
Right,
Clock.
good shit.
On the clock, no problem.
Setting up then the very first stone
Go mid.
in the very first session
High 12s. Yep.
of the very first mixed doubles
Mid-12.
wheelchair curling event here at Paralympic Winter Games. Good curling to both teams.
Won't be allowed. That's not all. 2 seconds. Over off through.
First to throw then for Team Great Britain, that is Joanna Butterfield. She typically goes by Jo.
It's close. 12-1, little bit meaty, I think, Jo.
And you can see the idea there.
12-1-6.
We'll talk more about the setup.
Heavy. Got the ice in.
But the idea was to just follow that yellow, just sit on top of it.
I've got hand on.
Yeah.
Sondan. All valget.
And taking the first throw for his country.
Gators.
This is Ain
Bell
Gillau.
gators. Yep.
This looks better. That is a fine start from the Estonian. And you may have watched mixed doubles curling before.
12, same sort of.
Maybe a couple of
It needs
weeks
to be
ago
12-5
here at the Cortina Curling Olympic Stadium. And the setup
Well,
exactly
right.
the same for wheelchair curling, but a brand new discipline.
That's good.
Mixed
Trying to
doubles
get
for
around.
wheelchair players.
All right, I've got you.
First being contested in 2022, right after the previous edition of Paralympic Winter Games.
Nice line.
And it's now Jason Keen's turn to take his first throw of his first Paralympic Winter Games.
It's all right, Jay. 12-4. Good there.
That is a happy start
shot,
for
Might
Jason
be
Keen.
Nice. Yeah.
And finally,
Who's got?
Ja, koerskaks.
for Estonia, it is Katlin Wiedebach.
Okay.
Our Paralympic Winter Games campaign is also underway. If you watched mixed doubles curling before, the format is the same. You start with the two stones. You can see the stones there in our picture now with the black covering on the handle. Those two stones are placed prior to starting the end. And that's to encourage stones into play. It's a more aggressive discipline than the traditional rules.
And four's
Typically,
okay, yeah?
many stones in play.
I've just nudged me handle, but that's all right. Right.
Last name to rest, mixed doubles. You have always one man and one woman in the
Just
team.
inside 12.
Right. 30.
Get a time.
No
I've got you.
alternate for this discipline, otherwise you would be kind of bringing an entire spare team.
Release wasn't nice.
That's close.
So it's just the two of them,
How do you feel?
Jo Butterfield and Jason
It
Keen.
wasn't the best release. Weight's probably close.
But the object
13-7.
of mixed doubles
It's
curling,
13-7, but
Yeah.
like,
it is exactly the same.
it's medal a little bit trickier, but there's
Oh,
plenty
that's
of
all
swing.
right. Yeah.
So you
can
score
tap
it in the
that
same
one.
I
way.
don't mind coming that way, and they like,
Yeah, they've got a tap on this if they make it. Then
At the conclusion
the same thing.
of the end, you score as many points as you have stones closest to the middle. So whichever colour is closest to the middle at the conclusion of an end, that is how many points you score.
Siinä on täiskiitos. Oota.
Sometimes, though, we see slightly different tactics, slightly different methods of play to get there with those stones placed ahead of starting the end. That certainly influences the kind of shots that the players are going for. You can see on the graphic on the bottom left of your screen,
Super.
you see a super shot from Katlin Wiedebach There's a little hammer next to the Estonian flag. The last shot of an end in curling. You will hear the curlers, even who aren't speaking English, will
like
refer to the hammer.
No.
Like I say, the best
Final
thing
throw.
is give a one-up.
Quarter in.
And that little hammer tells us that in the first end,
A little one to
it
your
is
right.
Estonia
No,
who
you
will
did
have
that, you
final
did
throw.
that.
Right.
Right, I've got you.
13-ish, aye?
Yep.
And after a fine throw
It's a little bit
from
tight.
Captain
Little bit tight.
Lidebach,
Might be a little bit late. Might be wrecking the guard, yeah.
Jason Keane
Wanna
had
go
a
down and
nice
check
start
What's going on? Are they
in
sitting
this
two
first
or one?
end.
They're definitely sitting two.
Yeah,
I'm
okay.
just absolutely... What was that?
That's not what Jason Keane wanted. That needed
That was terrible.
a bit more on it. He wanted to wrap around the back of all of those and sit on that yellow. So at this very early stage, it's Estonia who have had the bright start.
Siin ol. Tooli, vot nii. Okei.
Minu arust poolvalget ei ole
Just going to
asetus.
Väga hea.
dig in.
Poolvalget ei ole asetus.
It's not bad. That has just pulled up in time. And there you can see, viewer, 1, 2, 3 yellows are currently closer to the centre.
12. Same as my draw shot.
So we say that Estonia is
12.
currently lying 3 points. If
13,
nothing would
good.
change, it would be Estonia scoring 3 points for them. So a lot of pressure
And there's a bit of
already
backing.
on Joe Butterfield's
Actually,
final
perfect
throw
on mid-12.
for Great Britain
Throw up.
in this first
Right,
end.
okay.
Felt close.
Which isn't working.
The
You
line
need to
looks
sit on it, you digging, Harry.
nicer this time. She's certainly past the guards.
Phil.
Now it needs to
Come on.
dig
Come
in a
on.
little bit.
A little bit more.
Not bad, Joe.
Yeah, she doesn't quite find the spot right in front of that yellow pot.
Sorry.
That has certainly got her team out of a bit of trouble. That is the view from the throwing end.
Okei.
Toekivina.
Sorry, clear.
Okei, mä panen asetus.
Left side, do you think?
Hard to remove that red and get all those yellows back into play.
Tule selline tagavalge kiirus. Tagavalge kiirus.
Okei. Seitse.
7.
Last shot. The hammer coming from Ian
Natuke
Vilau
kitsas.
from Estonia.
Jah. Tundub jah.
The line looks lovely. The line looks lovely. And I think he's done it. From our view here, certainly 1 yellow. Looks like 2 from our view. Everybody just making sure 2. They are agreed. And that is a bright start for the entire Paralympic Winter Games delegation from Estonia. They have put a 2 on the board, and at the conclusion of the first end, it is Estonia 2, Great Britain 0.
I thought it, because it was like the first one down for a while, I kind of put a bit more on it.
I didn't hit the weight, we just got to ice it more aggressively
Yeah,
for that.
yeah.
If we're back 12, it's not the end of the world if we chip something. Yeah, it's just a little straighter than earlier. Trust that.
Yeah. 2.
Well done.
That was good.
Well done.
2's okay.
Skating towards it.
Like, 2's all right.
That's not too bad.
Fine.
You can see that
Asetus
teams are talking to their coach at the break. in between ends.
Right.
Nice line.
Some good shooting in this first end. Nice shot from Joe Butterfield to stop a big score, and a lovely throw from Ian Vilau to secure 2.
Praegu oled siin.
Red team.
Kitsas. Veel kitsas nats.
Nii.
Kathleen Riedebach then.
Jah.
Kätlin veel kitsas natuke.
Don't hold. Now I'm ready.
Okei, oot nii, oot nii.
Kathleen Riedebach leading us off in end 2.
Tuli kuskile siia.
Very first edition of mixed doubles for wheelchair curling at this Paralympic Winter Games. We are back in the magnificent Cortina Curling Olympic Stadium.
Kogemata tuli maha pool.
And that is, again, a bright start from the Estonian team. Now, viewer, you may have picked up already one of the key differences between the traditional curling rules with 4 people. When you play 8 stones and there are no stones placed already at the start of the end. And you may have noticed that it was Kathleen Riedebach from Estonia that started off this end, but it was her teammate, Ian Vilau, who played first stone in the first end. And that is a key difference between this discipline, the mixed doubles, and the traditional rules. And that is that you can swap positions in the team whenever you want. It's a little bit unusual.
Yeah. They line 1.
But the wheelchair discipline is still very new.
So clear the front.
And still teams
Kas tuleb sealt
figuring
Tiimiga
out their best constellations.
või Audiga? Kas paneb ette lühema või tuleb peale?
No tulen peale.
Okei.
Tegelikult oota, tuleme siit poolt. Nad saavad, kas meie oma parem praegu? Mis seis on, Kätli?
1 kollane.
Siis tuleme siit poolt, paneme lühema.
In mixed doubles, of course,
Pigem lühem.
we have
Pigem
5
lühem,
stones. One member of the team, they throw stones 1 and 5. And the other member of the team, they throw stones 2, 3 and 4. That's the main difference between mixed doubles and traditional rules curling with the 4-person team.
Veel.
And as we said, Estonia already making use of the rule that you can switch position. So the person throwing 1 and 5, they can switch position with the person throwing 2, 3 and 4 whenever you want. You can do it every end if you want.
Kitsas. Natuke lai. Jah.
Hopefully that's settled the nerves. Everybody has got their very first end of mixed doubles wheelchair curling at the Paralympic Winter Games behind them. And hopefully they can really enjoy their experience.
Ja teiselt poolt samamoodi vaatame, oleneb.
That first shot from Kathleen Riedebach. Still happily sitting very close to centre there.
Stone of ice.
26 mark.
Yeah,
Just
like that.
following up with a nice guard. So again, a bit of early pressure here on the British team.
Little one to your right.
I love it.
Another little one. Yeah, that's good. Yeah. Right, I've got you.
The stone coming in at pace. The British team really want to make some space here, and that is a fine throw from Jason
I
Keane.
wasn't meant to do that.
He does leave a stone out front, but importantly,
At the 2026
he
model, I
has
wasn't meant to.
moved that yellow off the target. Here it comes again. Red to yellow, to red to yellow. And that is a lovely throw from Jason Keane, making some space for the rest of the end.
Yep.
Estonia still somewhat newer to curling than the more traditional nations like Scotland or Sweden or Canada. But their mixed doubles team was also in the Olympic Winter Games a couple of weeks ago. And this team here, they are the current bronze medalists from the last World Championships.
Take a bit extra ice.
Full 12.
Yeah, I think so. Let me get us time.
And Katlin Liebach,
I don't mind being
she has played in 3 out of 4
That's good, just outside.
of
top
the
8.
Yep.
mixed doubles wheelchair championships world level. So a huge amount of experience in
Don't think it's deep.
the
Mine's
Estonian
close.
team in this
Didn't
discipline.
feel a heavy one.
In fact, we do not have any team in this discipline from Sweden or Canada or Norway, so some really big nations not
Nice,
here.
Jay.
And instead, we are seeing
It's good.
some new nations
Got a little bucket.
really coming to the
Right, go on,
fore.
Dave.
And that includes Estonia,
I think we lie too, but it's back 8.
who had teams
I
in
want the top 8 and I'm back.
Olympic and Paralympic Winter Games here in the mixed doubles discipline. In end 2 here then. Nice throws from the British team. It's still early doors. They don't need to get 2 back immediately.
Yep.
Some nice throwing from them, but importantly, the red stones are behind T line. That's the horizontal line going through the rings. And that gives Estonia a little chance to sneak up still. And maybe use those. Ooh, and a frustrated noise from Ayn Vilau. And you can see why. That was a nice looking throw. But he just touched his own stone on the way past. That stone over curling a little bit. And redirecting away from the centre.
Big one to your right. Right, that's you just edge of 12. Right, I've got time
Top
this time.
Yeah.
Got you.
Big opportunity for Jason Keane
A little bit. I don't mind if it
huge.
tickles.
to set up his
Not huge,
partner
right?
to get some points straight back on the board in the second end.
Take a bounce.
13-2.
But that stone's curling a lot as well. That's exactly what we saw from Estonia. Too much curl on that handle. And that is a bit of a get out of jail free card there for the Estonian team. One mistake rewarded with another mistake. And they will find themselves, they will think themselves lucky that they have another chance.
Nice fair, Kathleen.
Final throw
Rodney.
for Katlin Liebach.
Rodney, okay.
In the second
No,
end, you
I'm
can see the
ready.
little hammer at the bottom of your screen on the left. The hammer is now with Great Britain. It was Estonia who scored in the first end. So it is Great Britain who have the hammer, the last stone in the second end. Here comes the last stone for Estonia. And same again. That stone just over curling. Not going to make it round to sit in the centre.
Yes.
Little one to your left. Or do you be just a little bit bit? Yeah. There you go.
Big chance then
13.
for Joe Butterfield to put some points straight back on the board.
Thanks, close.
Close. Maybe it looks light though. Looks like it's cutting.
It's curling.
Yeah, Joe saying looks like it's cutting. She means it looks like it's really started to grab
Stay
the
up.
pearl.
Stay up.
Is it going to get round? Oh, that's a pity for Joe. But that's the final situation there.
What way to go?
2 reds.
I got 14 too.
That is 2 reds straight back on the board for Team GB. And a super reply from them. So
Because I'm struggling to get times with this watch.
after 2 ends then, that is the score in the background.
Tell me right the way.
The very first mixed doubles for wheelchair curling at Paralympic Games, and it is Great Britain 2, Estonia 2.
Yeah.
Strong start again for Estonia in the second end. Finding the centre, but super throw from Jason Keane. Just clearing out that dangerous Estonian counter.
Stay up.
And Joe Butterfield, looked like the weight was pretty nice, but just over curling. And that is a score of 2 for Great Britain in the second end.
Võtame 6-2. Ma mõtlen.
Jaa, ma panen kogu aeg.
Jah.
Meil on aega 0.51. Oli jah?
Jah, seda ma tean.
Okei, siis võib-olla jääb. Aga praegu pani 7 on ju. Siis võtta 7 kaupa, või sulle ei jätma.
We are starting the third end out of 8 in session 1 of mixed doubles for wheelchair curling, the very first edition at this Paralympic Winter Games. And let me tell you, viewer, how competitive it is out there in this new mixed doubles discipline for wheelchair
How's the
curling.
clock? I can't see it because of him. Look behind you.
18 teams contested the very first World Championship. That was in 2022, increasing over the years. And the past 2 World Championships had 21 teams, 21 countries represented
I don't hate that. As long as
at
it's
mixed
there.
doubles in wheelchair curling.
Looks close.
And how about this, viewer? Of the 4 World Championships that have taken place, 3 medals at each of gold, silver and bronze.
It's all right there.
12 different
You
countries
didn't get a time, did you?
have won those 12 medals
I'm still finding
over the first Winter Games Olympiad. That just shows you how competitive it is, how strong. Only 8 teams represented here, really the best of the best.
Okay.
Current bronze world medalists, this pair from Estonia. They will have high hopes of doing their country proud at this inaugural event. We will have brand new champions. And that is again a lovely throw from Katlin Liedebach. She has come to play.
Do you want to bring it in and bump it?
Try, yeah.
Yeah, do you think?
Yeah. What do you reckon? Just outside here?
Yeah, I think so. I'm playing
12.
like kind of low 12s. Not much of a, you know.
Yeah. Line is up a little bit high.
A little bit left. Yeah, that's just just in 12. Let me get a time.
And you'll notice a difference, viewer,
I've dropped my watch, but don't worry.
between the playing style, the throwing style of the British team
Thank you.
rather than the
all right?
Estonian team.
Fine. Just wasting time, sorry. Right, I'm good.
So the British team there, they support each other when throwing, and we will see a lot more of that
Feels like a high
once
12.
the traditional rules, the four-person team wheelchair curling begins. A real staple of wheelchair curling, when you are throwing, one of your teammates supports you behind. Just make sure your wheels don't slip.
Touch my eyes, it's opened it like.
All right, yeah.
I'll play the hit on the next
And
one.
here, of course, you can do
Line
that,
And just needed to be 0.4 of a second.
like the British
Who
team
gave
are
you the
doing.
clock?
that?
Who gave you the watch?
Sheila.
But it's all not what you're trying to do.
Yeah.
You can ask for the help of the ice player assistant. And that is the way that Estonia are playing.
Okay.
So you can see how that works. There is Ian Bilal,
Kas suund on okei?
and behind him is the ice player assistant.
Suund on okei?
Oot.
And I've done that role, viewer, and you
Veel
really
natuke,
have to
veel,
concentrate.
Veel.
You need to let the player set themselves up.
Lai.
Stone's comfortable, they're comfortable,
Veel. Liigu
chair's
tooliga.
comfortable. There we go, a small readjustment at the
Natuke
end.
kitsas.
And the ice player assistant just holding
Yeah.
those wheels instead of his teammate. They prefer to have someone at the other end that they can aim for. You don't have to. The team is showing us two different ways of throwing there. We will see a lot more of the ice player assistants in the mixed doubles as well as the four-person game. And after all that, unfortunately, that's still not making it across that green line. That's called the hawk line. And the stone must be, all of that stone must be across all of that line. Otherwise, it's a foul shot and the stone is taken out of play.
To your right. Yeah, that's good.
And you can see the idea with that Estonian throw. They were trying to block that gap from Britain. Jason Keane has a good view of both those yellows.
Awful throw.
A little bit tight.
It wasn't even on the fucking stone properly.
He doesn't like that throw though. You can see the stone just wobbled a little bit as he was releasing it.
You can see him better now.
So
I don't even
he's
think the handle was on properly.
No,
changed the
I'll
angles
just
a
take-
bit.
I'll have a look before you take it next time.
A let off for Estonia.
Jaa, võib jääda, jah.
5-2.
Pigem 6 sihuke.
5-1.
Okei, 5-2.
The ice player assistants, they also prepare the stones for the players in the wheelchair game. We'll be seeing them right throughout the Paralympic Winter Games here at the Cortina Curling Olympic Stadium. It's truly the jewel in the crown of the Dolomites up in the north of Italy. They prepare the stone, they just clean the underneath
Kitsas.
and then place the stone in front of the player.
Jep.
Help the player set up like we see. And there's another
Jep.
ice player assistant at the other end. And they will just help take any stones that are out of play, put them aside, make sure nobody is tripping or running into them. So a big thank you to our ice player assistants for this and the next coming days. This is more like it. There we go, all of that yellow stone over all of the hog line. That's a much better throw from Ian Bilal. He has really blocked that gap right in the centre there.
Edge of that red.
You like that?
Yep. Right, I'll make sure my head's on properly.
Use the other red as ice.
Other
Nice
red
to
is
see.
ice, Joe.
The outside of it, yeah?
Yeah.
Other teammates from the overall Paralympic Winter Games team for Great Britain.
Yeah.
Low nines?
Yeah.
Lovely to see them
Head's on properly.
supporting
Right.
Right, I've
the
got you.
curlers. And if you do have the chance to go, viewer,
Better throw.
Mine is close.
the curling stadium is magnificent. It was built for the 1956 Olympic Winter Games. And it will also be where the
9-1,
closing
Jane.
ceremony for these Paralympic Winter Games
see
takes
it.
place.
Just peeled it too much.
It's a better throw.
It was a much better throw.
Jason Keane happier with that throw. He's made another gap.
There goes.
9-1.
And a little bit of cat and mouse out there. Estonia wanting to put a guard, so guarding their stones that are in the rings in the house. Britain wanting to remove guards and give themselves a path to the centre.
Lai! Yep.
Similar stone wanted then to what he just threw. And Bilal. I think he's done that very nicely. Look at that, viewer. All those yellow stones honour just about touching that centre line. That is very nice stone placement.
What do you want to hit
from
it? What would you do?
the current world bronze medalists, Estonia.
If you hit it, I think it stuffs it. And then we roll out and gives them free
so
draw for
just draw.
two.
Draw.
Always lots of chat in a curling team. Talking about tactics, keeping each
Just
other
stop them getting a
positive.
free, yeah?
Yeah, pretty much. That's the best outcome that we can
Am I
do.
doing mid-12?
Yeah, mid-12.
There are 6 countries who have
Right.
teams in both
Little one,
the
you're right.
mixed doubles and the 4-person team. Britain is one of them.
I don't mind that.
13.
Right. 13's a number. I've got you.
Unlike in the Olympic Winter Games, the 2 schedules overlap. We have mixed doubles curling and 4-person curling.
Felt close.
What's it like?
So we do not have anyone doing both, as some of the players did in the men's and ladies a couple of weeks ago. They were really on a curling marathon.
14-2 draw.
But separate teams for these events here in the Paralympic Winter Games. And
Like,
Jo Butterfield,
Shit end.
yeah, she's not happy with that.
shit end.
She really
Seitse.
needed to be
Okei,
up close to those yellows.
7-2.
7-2.
Okei. Sulla on vaja ainult peale tuua.
Tule ettepoole, näita suunda.
But this is the point of mixed doubles, viewer, is to have lots of stones in play. Makes it interesting for us viewers.
Tõmba kokku.
Stones out
Kitsamaks
front,
natuke.
stones in the rings.
Okei.
That's what makes it fun for us viewers to see. So the team's really sticking to that. Estonia lying 2 yellow points already. And Katlin Liedebach, she has been pretty solid with her first throw, but come up short with her final throw. And that will be a score of 2 yellows to Estonia in the 3rd end. So a high-scoring game for our first session here. Here you can see the ice player assistant just helping to move those preset stones around. And there's the confirmation. At the end of the 3rd end in the mixed doubles wheelchair curling, it is Estonia 4, Great Britain 2.
Viimane. 6-2.
Got you.
7-2 läheb praegu 7.
7-2, sul palju sa viskad panid? Palju sa praegu panid? Palju?
Praegu 7-2, aga vaata, ta läks nii...
Jaa, aga ta jäi nii, et...
Jaa, aga vaata, ta läks nii laia suunaga.
Another strong start from Estonia. And really Britain just struggling to give themselves a chance. A couple of stones coming up a bit short.
14-2 draw.
And finally then, it was a score of 2.
Jälgi.
on ju?
Jaa.
Lihtsalt.
Audiga.
Jaa.
27 sekundit.
Make sure that make sure the head's on Harry, and then it's good to go. Second one was a much better throw.
Second was a good throw.
Atli, te võib väikse tõksu ka teha, nii et julged.
We are approaching the halfway in session 1 of our brand new discipline.
Okay.
It is mixed doubles
Siis
for wheelchair
8.
curlers.
Okay.
We shall have brand new champions. And it is the current world bronze medalists. That's Team Estonia. They have had the brighter start in the first half of this game, in the first session. And I can only apologise to Katlin Riedebach, the commentator's curse. She's been placing her first stone beautifully, but that stone not making it over the hog line, the thick green horizontal line. That will be a foul shot, and it's removed.
Yeah, I don't mind you sticking out a touch.
Yeah.
What are you thinking? M for the Milano.
Yeah, I like that. And pause the area, yeah?
Yeah. That's you perfect. Right.
What is our objective then for this fourth end? Well, the British team, they are 2 points behind. And they did really well to get a 2 on the board in the second end, so they will be hoping to play a similar kind of end here in the fourth. They would love to get 2 points straight back,
14.
level the scores at half-time. And a good try from Jo Butterfield, but just coming up a little bit short. She really wanted that in the rings.
Okay.
But what it does, as you can see, it forces Estonia to go around the other handle, the anti-clockwise handle. Too dangerous now to go with the clockwise handle.
Yep.
I'm ready.
Yep.
And as usual, we have really a feast of curling for you here at the Paralympic Winter Games. We're starting with the mixed doubles. The 4-person curling will be starting in a couple of days' time. We have 81 games across 7 sessions for mixed doubles and 12 sessions for 4-person team, followed by semi-finals and medal games for all of those.
Mid-12, what do you think of the high?
Yeah, I think mid's good.
I think we're still lying short.
Yeah, I like that. Right, got it.
Hold on.
If you've watched curling before, viewer, you may know that typically in World Championship or European Championship, even at national level, the home nations, so-called, from Great Britain, so that's Scotland, England, Wales, they play individually. And Ireland, they follow the same principle as the rugby team, and it is the whole of Ireland, so Northern and the Republic. They represent all of Ireland. But here at Olympics, we have a British team. And the British team, in our featured game today, Jo Butterfield and Jason Keane, another landmark for wheelchair curling. This is the very first time that a team with someone from English curling, that's Jason Keane, very first time that someone from England has qualified to represent Great Britain. So big congratulations to Jason. That is a big milestone for English curling. He and Jo, they have more experience in the 4-person discipline. Both of them have played in the recent World Championships. Jason, part of the team from England that gained promotion from the World B division up to the A division. And Jo Butterfield, she has a bronze medal from World Championships. with the 4-person team from 2023, so a lot of experience in that British team.
You're going to play quite a... Yeah.
Same way that I've just...
But at the moment, slight advantage to Estonia, who are
What do you
the
think,
reigning
Ria?
bronze medalists in world wheelchair mixed doubles.
Is that what you're going for?
I think same line that I've just threw, eh?
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
Same line. Same weight, same line. I think it bums it out of here. I think we could still be lying shot, you know.
I just heard Jason Keane saying that he thinks Britain are still lying short, so our Redstone is still closest to the centre. But this is the disadvantage of the way they play. The two of them always at the throwing end together. But that can be the disadvantage because, as we can see from our overhead shot here, it's not red that's currently closest to centre. And that is the disadvantage of their technique. It can be hard to know. If it's very close at the other end, it can be hard to know exactly what's going on.
Ta võiks jääda sinna kaitse. Või kui tuleb pikem, siis on ees sinine, ees valge.
And indeed, time for
sa mõtled siit vahet,
a little
siit mööda?
check-in for Team
Ei, ma
Estonia.
mõtlen, et ta tuleks ikka siia.
Okei, ma saangi aru, ma ei saanudki aru, et kuhu
Ja, ja, ja. Ja.
Okei, siia.
Ja.
Davai, no problem. Kuhu?
That yellow, just close to the Paralympic logo. It is that yellow that's currently scoring 1 point for Estonia. And quite a big swing if Estonia would score something in this fourth end rather than Britain.
5-2.
That would make the British team's life a lot more difficult in that second half of this game.
5-2 jah.
Jah. Kitsas. Veel. Natuke lai. Natuke lai. Jah.
After the team discussion then, this was the decision. Remember, it's Britain who have hammer, who have last throw in this fourth end. And of course, that is a peachy one. That is a lovely throw, a happy chuckle from Ian Hilal there. And that's a nice shot. Now, if you're less familiar with curling, it maybe doesn't look like such a good shot. Here it comes again. Just holds its breath to get around that red guard out front and just lands itself right on that centre line. Now, why is that such a good shot? It doesn't mean that yellow's lying too. You can see it's only one yellow still closest to the centre, but look at that. That's from the throwing end. And just making Britain's life quite difficult to get rid of that yellow on the centre now. So this stone coming in a bit faster. Jason Keane trying to make space. And he's done pretty well. He has opened up the clockwise handle
Inside, mate.
for his partner, Joe Butterfield, with the last stone.
Kätlin, või variant? Toome siia peale ühe.
Pigem lühem.
Pigem lühem, okei.
Jah.
Hilal just indicating with his broom where he would like this yellow to finish, and I completely agree with him. We can see the kind of shot that Great Britain would like with their final throw, and the best idea is if Estonia tried to block that shot.
Okay.
Lovely big space on the clockwise handle that Estonia would love to just pop a yellow stone in the middle of. Oh, that's not curling quite a lot. We see this a lot in mixed doubles, that the ice is extremely curly.
Right.
And that final throw of this fourth end for Kathleen Liedebach. Well, it guards a little bit more of the forefoot, but still there is space for Jo Butterfield to play on the clockwise handle. So her stone curling
Where's
from
that
left to
top
right
yellow?
on our screen. Yep.
Right.
Still space for her to get in amongst all of those and get closest to the centre.
13.
13.
Yeah, I think so.
Right, that's full 12 in a little bit. Do you want to jump across touch? Yep, there you are. Right, 2 seconds. Right up. I've got you.
Oh, sorry.
Full stop. 2 seconds. All right.
Got loads of time.
Got lots of time, says Jo Butterfield. She's right. We have
just check it in the same spot.
28 minutes thinking time for each team.
10 seconds.
So at half time,
That's good.
yeah, if you've used,
2 seconds.
excuse me, 26 minutes thinking time. So at half time, if you've used 13 minutes,
Nice
you're
goals.
pretty much on schedule. And the Great British team, they have a couple minutes to spare. The clock stops as soon as the stone is in play.
12-6.
A bit like a chess clock.
Let's go.
This is a brave effort from Jo Butterfield. Oh, that is a
Good shot, Jo.
That is a good shot. She really
May not be
wasn't
shot,
far
but
off
close.
there. Brave throw from her, but as you can see, that yellow fully in that green circle. And it will be a steal to Estonia. That means that you get points even though you didn't have last stone. You're stealing points from your opposition. And there we can see at the halfway stage in the round robin, session 1 of mixed doubles for wheelchair curling. It is Estonia 5, Great Britain 2. So it's the current world bronze medalists who have really taken advantage in the first half of this first round robin game. Very long way to go. 8 teams in the competition, but it is the Estonians who just seem to have settled into this game a little bit better than the British team. A fine response of 2 in the second end for Great Britain. Key shot here from Jason Keane to open up some space. Some sharp shooting again in the third end from Estonia. And unsurprisingly, that lady on the end of that throw, Kathleen Liedebach, she is the one with the most experience at this level in the mixed doubles and really making that experience count today. But her partner having a pretty good game as well.
Line's close.
And really excellent try from Jo Butterfield here to round off the first half of the game. So close. But that was a steal.
Good shot, Jo. That'll do.
To Estonia. We have 7 minutes at half-time, a chance for the teams to talk to their coaches, talk to each other, what's going well, what do we need to work on. There is the overview of what we're looking at so far. And as you can see, the accuracy really with Estonia at the moment. They're really outshooting their Great Britain counterparts, the British team. They will really want to just up that accuracy a bit in the second half.
ta keerab sinna suht vähe, ta on niimoodi taldes. See tähendab seda, et ma läheks igaks juhuks, võtaks puna-valge, ehk siis roheline valge võtaks ainult sinna, on ju, paremalt poolt. On ju, ehk siis selle out-turniga.
Jah, rohevalge.
Just, rohevalge pealt, just. Et rohevalge pealt, et kui ta keerab üle, no siis me ikka oleme seal, aga üle 2 värvi ta ei keera, sest ma ei tea, mis sealpool on.
Ja, no me ei tea, mis seal.
Just, keegi ei ole seal visanud, just. Kui nad panevad paremale, siis on raudselt.
You see all kinds of flags in the crowd there. We have 8 teams in the round robin. Each team will play every other team, so each team has at least 7 games in the next few days.
You can tell them that we're doing power play, don't we? What's that? What about?
I know.
You're allowed to make a plan, it just has to be decisive in how you're going to make sure.
It's me words the top. Like I say, it's I just need to be making sure that I'm giving myself enough ice on draws, because the only thing that's let us down really is being line.
There's a few you're throwing real close and got nothing for it.
I've got nothing for it, like, you know what I mean?
Give ourselves that margin.
Pick the line, pick the weight, threw it, got out from it. A couple of disappointing hits.
But you say, just make sure the head's right on.
Aye.
Use that stabiliser and just rip it.
Aye. That's first down. Go on. Just do what you're meant to do.
You knew the weight and you threw it. So.
12-4, ain't it? 12-4.
Bettler's not in action.
Yes.
Team GG for Joe and Jason. Good to see support for them. As we said, the 2 Estonians, they are Team Estonia, not only for wheelchair curling, but in this Paralympic Winter Games. The whole country will be cheering them on here in the mixed doubles event. We will have a brand new champion for this brand new event. We are back at the Cortina Curling Olympic Stadium. Magnificent stadium, gang. If you can go, then try to get a ticket. Well, we are halfway through our very first game here at the mixed doubles discipline for wheelchair curling, and it is Estonia who have had the brighter start. They are 5-2 ahead over Great Britain.
Kätlin, 8.
8-1 isegi.
Now, viewer, if you look carefully at the scoreboard behind our players there, you will see a little red box. What that tells us, and what the stones, the pre-played stones tell us, is that we have a power play. In the 5th end here of session 1, it is current world bronze medalists Estonia. They are playing a team from Great Britain who have quite a lot of experience at this level in the 4-person game, a little bit less in the mixed doubles. And the power play means that you set up the stones as we see in our picture. So rather than setting up the stones on the centre line, the stones are set up away from the centre line, the team calling the power play, in this case Great Britain, they can choose whether they want the stones on the left or the right of the sheet as we see it. And what's the point of this? Well,
you're a little bit high, you're like that.
Power play is to encourage higher scoring. And how does it do that? Well, if we see Jo Butterfield here, ready to throw first stone, she will throw the fifth stone, fifth and final stone as well.
It doesn't look like it.
And if you're Jo Butterfield, what would you like to see with your fifth stone and final stone of the end? It's not a trick question. What you would like to see is nothing at all.
That was heavy.
And that's why you will often see, also in the four-person game, it's typically more used, this tactic there. You will quite often see teams playing away from the centre at first, trying to build up points 2 and hopefully 3 or 4, thereby leaving the centre free for the final stone. And Great Britain being 3 points behind, they want to use this extra aggressive stone placement. So this is a more aggressive stone placement than the usual placement on the centre line, and that aggressive stone placement, the British team, they hope that will help them put a score of more than 1 on the board in this fifth end. But that is some canny play, we would call that, from Scotland. Canny means clever play from the Estonians, and the Estonians are using a rule that is also specific to mixed doubles.
You can see half of it though.
I can.
Yeah.
Now you may be familiar in the four-person game.
Yeah. High tens.
You may have heard the words free guard zone, and that's been in the game for about 30 years.
Just the inside of that Paralympics.
And it means for the first 5 stones,
right, got you.
It means that you cannot take any guards out of play that are in that zone.
Mine is close.
Now in mixed doubles you still have that rule, but in addition you cannot take any stones in the rings, in the house, out of play.
Beautiful shot. Beautiful shot.
And that really is a stormer from Jason Keane.
That's what we said. Really nice.
Look at that, it made it round the guard by nothing at all. Just punches that yellow all the way to the back and leaves himself lying to. That is what you call a bright restart from Jason Keane. So don't get confused, viewer. We still have free guard zone, like we do in the four-person discipline. But in addition, in mixed doubles, you cannot knock any stone out of play, so that includes the stones in the house, in the rings. You cannot knock any stone out of play until 3 stones have been delivered. So the 4th player throwing stones on the ice. That's the easiest way to remember it. 1, 2, 3 players throw a stone, and the 4th player. Only then can you actually start removing stones. And Estonia were really taking good advantage of that rule there, trying to counter the power play from Great Britain, the aggressive setup to try to encourage a higher score for the British too.
Jaa, ma pakkusin kätte seda välja ka.
Puhastus juba vaja. Praegu korjad kokku, annad korviga ära.
Just outside edge button, I think.
Britain managing this power play very nicely just now. And you can see how it works. British team playing away from the centre rather than towards, as the normal setup encourages. And you can see there's much more space towards the centre.
I've got you.
And that is how a power play is designed to encourage high scoring. Each team has 1 power play.
A little bit high.
Don't mind it.
You can call your power play. You can say that's what we're going to do every time you have last stone.
Sorry.
You typically see it later on in the game. And I think this was a great decision from the British team to use it already in this 5th end. Really try to jumpstart the second half, get straight back into this game, and that is another lovely throw from Jason Keane. It is now 1, 2, 3 reds line. And for British fans, this is a super restart in the second half. And finally, it's Estonia that are under some pressure now. That is the view from the throwing end. 1, 2, 3 reds. Currently counting. And Estonia, they need to do some clearing up here.
Lai.
Oota.
Tooliga lai. Sa oled tooliga lai. Tooli. Veel natuke, veel tooliga.
You can hear Kathleen Riedebach just giving some adjustments to her teammate Ian Villau. And she's saying, yep, you're aiming correctly here.
Tõmbasid sisse käega.
And has he got 1, 2? He gets 2 reds moving, 1 goes out of play.
Kaks punast.
That is a really nice shot from Ian Villau. So using his own yellow out front, punching it back, just catching the edge of that red on the green circle, the 4-foot circle. Yellow onto the red, onto the other red, and clearing a huge space. That's a great shot from him to neutralise a lot of the danger.
What weight? 12 and a half, 13?
Yeah, I think 12 and a half. Got you. Yeah, line's good. Right, got you.
And as you can imagine, if you were, one of the key differences between wheelchair curling,
a little bit late, I think.
Foot players, all of the power for wheelchair curlers coming from upper body strength.
Such a shame, Joe, sorry.
Whereas in the men's and ladies, all of the power there really coming from the leg drive.
Oh my goodness.
15.5. That's right.
It's late.
And not so easy.
Can you grab my water bottle?
Can you imagine
and
throwing all of those stones, particularly heavy stones that are designed to push another stone out? If you can imagine doing all that only with upper body strength,
Kathleen, 8-1.
that really increases the level of difficulty for that kind of shot for wheelchair curling.
Yeah.
Okay.
But still pressure on Estonia here. Those 2 reds, not very close to centre, but this is the final throw for Estonia. So this needs to be a good one. Oh, and is it going to make it? That has come up short for Estonia. The line was perfect, wasn't it? That was just going to tuck itself in right behind those 2 guards out front. But Kathleen Riedebach just struggling a little bit with stone number 5. Doing a lot of good work with stone number 1, but struggling a little bit with stone number 5. And Joe Butterfield will never have a better chance to get a big score of 3 on the board.
From it.
Yeah. Max ice.
And you are buried in the 12-foot, so you could take
outside
2-lane barrier if you want.
Yeah, I was going to say that.
So you hear a lot of numbers being spoken by the
Outside of
teams in
that yellow,
curling.
Yeah, jump you right in touch.
You heard Jason Keane talking about the 12-foot circle, curling predating the metric system by many hundreds of years. And so even in the most
I don't think it's heavy, you know.
metrically fluent country, you will still hear curlers talking about the 12-foot circle, the blue one.
But maybe I'm wrong.
the 8-foot circle, the white one, and the 4-foot circle, the green one.
11-6.
They don't mean anything, the colours, they're just to help your eyes.
That's all
Joe,
right.
Did we take too much
frustrated
ice?
with that one.
Nah,
Yeah, you
it's
could
just a
see
bit heavy, Joe,
just,
11-6.
if you take too much ice, you could see that stone didn't curl as much as she wanted it to. It didn't curl in time to get inside
Power play, I know
the
worries.
guard out front, but that is an important score of 2 for the British team.
Took too much ice.
And yeah, I'm sure as the competition goes on, all the teams will see just getting used to the ice conditions, getting used to the feel, and I'm sure we'll see more of those shots made. But that was a wise decision to employ the power play, and that was a score of 2 for Britain, meaning overall it is Estonia leading Britain 5 points to 4.
Aye, close cut.
First power play of mixed doubles wheelchair curling here in the Cortina Curling Olympic Stadium. And it was a really aggressive bright start from Britain. Lovely throws from Jason Keane. An important shot from Ian Vilal to clear up some of the danger.
11-6.
And Joe Butterfield not quite finding enough curl. It looked like her weight was lovely,
That's all right.
but
Did we take too much ice?
not quite finding enough curl,
it's just a
but
bit
it is
heavy, Joe,
an important
11-6.
score of 2 to get Britain right back into this game.
siit me peame punkti saama igal juhul, kas või ühe. Kui on kaitse ees, ma panen kaitse ette. Sina oma esimesega tõmbate kohe minema. Kui nemad pannud ükskõik mis, siis sina oma esimesega tõmbad kohe minema. Kättingi ei saa, kätting tuleb peale. Sa oma esimesega tõmbad kohe minema.
And what's this, viewer? We see the overall score after 5 out of 8 ends. It is Estonia 5, Britain 4, and a little yellow box has now appeared on the scoreboard behind us. And you are quite right, viewer. That tells us that it is now Estonia who have said we will use our power play, 1 power play per team. And you quite often see that once one team busts out a power play,
13-6.
the opposition quite often use theirs right away. And there's that rule again, viewer. In 4-person curling,
Second shot.
that might not be such a good shot from Joe Butterfield. That stone is in the rings, in the house,
It's not as slow as what we thought then.
and you will be allowed to remove it. But in mixed doubles, the first 3 throws are protected no matter where they are. So you still have free guards on, like we're used to. But in mixed doubles, no stone can go out of play, including stones in the house. So Joe Butterfield really using that rule to their advantage, getting a stone towards the middle. And we would say that's ahead of tee line. And that's important. There's the red stone thrown by Joe. That thin horizontal line. That is right in the middle of those rings. And any stone before that line, ahead of tee, that's a stone you can still use. Any stone behind that tee line is only going to get further away.
That much?
Just inside the edge of 12.
Yeah, I think so. That yellow stone.
Yeah.
What weight are you playing?
13. Maybe a little bit
That one
heavier.
to your right. Yep.
And I don't speak Estonian,
Right.
gang, so I
You were 13?
can't tell
Yeah,
you
13.
if
Okay.
they're having similar
Right.
conversations, but we can hear the British team talking about, oh, I shall play maybe a 13 or a
I think it's
14.
close. I think it's heavy.
Mine is close.
And what they mean is the time that the stone will take between the 2 hog
Killing
lines.
about the right point.
Come on.
The green horizontal line coming up there. The time that the stone takes to travel from the green line at the throwing end to the green line at this end.
Touch wise. Touch wise.
Yeah. Just more eyes.
The less time they're talking about,
What weight to
the
get?
faster the stone will go. So a stone taking 10 seconds between the 2 hog lines, that's going much faster than a stone going at 14 seconds.
mees
Between the
kaitse ja
lines.
kui läheb see, siis lähevad mõlemad või?
jah, okei.
And you'll hear a lot of the teams talking in those kind of terms throughout this competition.
Võtan nii.
Jah.
Two nice throws from Great Britain. Remember, we said the reason for power play is to try to take the play away from the centre. So Britain trying to counter that, play towards the centre. They've done that very nicely. But Estonia thinking there is enough space to try to remove those British stones. And the stone coming at pace. Oh. And that isn't the angle that he wanted. And in fact, that has pushed one of those red stones. As we said, a stone in front of house, in front of tee, always dangerous.
Okay, yeah, I don't mind that.
Because it can sneak closer and closer to tee line.
The red stone.
Yeah, yeah.
Same weight. Or roughly the same weight.
You're hog line at the moment, so I don't want you right.
But he has cleared some space, and
Yeah, that's good.
Right.
We get a time for you.
Britain will not want to give him a second chance at that shot.
It's right out there, like.
Mine's good.
I'm hoping it's got the weight though, Joe.
How did it feel?
Feels like it. Feels like I threw it like a bag of milk.
Really?
Which is a shame.
13.8.
What was that?
13.8.
To be honest, it's Christmas tree that.
Yeah.
Some highly technical language from Jason Keane
that?
there.
Yeah.
He felt he threw that like a bag of milk.
It was not heavy enough. It looked like a bag of milk because it said like I threw like a bag of milk.
But finally, he said it ended up Christmas treeing it. And
well, I've seen Christmas tree.
Yeah, you will hear many teams talking about Christmas tree, and what they mean is if you imagine little round baubles on the end of Christmas tree branches, just like these three little red stones, that's roughly how they would look. Jason Keane's stone doing his job there. It is still red in scoring position here in the sixth end.
You can be on the outside of it.
I'm right in the corner, Joe.
Yeah, I like that.
And how important would this be if red can steal a point here in the sixth end?
Right.
4 stones to come.
That's good.
Right.
Just outside corner.
Guess what I forgot? Your drinks bottle.
It's all right, got you.
Right. Feels like it should be there.
Nice line.
Oh, your microphone's going off.
Jay.
So the stone a little bit quicker than the previous one, but that is going to grab the curl.
A little bit deep.
A little bit deep, says Jason Keane.
Is it in the open?
Yeah, I think it's behind. The microphone's come off, sorry, Joe.
You all right?
What that means is that Ian he will have another look at these 2 dangerous reds in the front rings.
Natuke kitsas. Yep.
This looks better. Just the one though. Certainly removing one of those reds, but what do you think, viewer? Certainly it is one red that is still scoring. One red is closest to the centre.
12.5.
Yeah, and I think even zone 4's okay.
Okay.
Right. Corner ice. Shouldn't be left to touch.
It's a few Team Britain teammates. We will see them later on in the competition. They will be playing the 4-person traditional curling rules.
Right, I've got you. Line's good.
Hope it's
Britain,
heavy
one
enough.
of 6
Aye,
countries
the
who
swings
have
across.
teams in both mixed doubles and the 4-person format.
I'm not sure.
8 teams
How
in
far
the mixed
away?
doubles, 10 in the 4-person.
39.
This is very nice from Joe Butterfield. This is a great
Like,
shot.
just enough bother, Joe.
It's just
1,
going
2.
to get there.
Sorry, Jay.
For 4.
It's just a bit light.
Just a hair light.
Okay.
Joe not fully happy with that, but I think she's done a pretty nice job. I think Britain will be very happy with this end. They have really neutralised the power play from Estonia. That aggressive setup that the power play brings, encouraging multiple points. But with this throw, Kathleen Riedebach, she can only score a maximum of 1 point here.
Sorry, minu viga.
Ooh, and she doesn't find the right line with that at all. So, viewer, that's at least 1-2 res at the top of our screen. And what do you think? Do you think that red at the bottom of our screen, is that a better shot than the yellow on the left? Everyone's having a close look at it. If they can't decide, they will ask the umpire to measure. Be close.
Nice,
Well
Jay.
done, Joe.
Good end. Come on. Yeah. I will.
Well, it looks like they have agreed. And what an end for Great Britain. What a restart after the half-time talk. That was a huge steal of 3. That means Britain scored 3 points without even having last stone. And all of a sudden, it is Britain now leading Estonia 7 points to 5. The yellow box in the background on the scoreboard tells us that Estonia respond to Britain's power play with a power play of their own, with the aggressive setup. But Britain putting a couple of aggressive stones in play to begin with, and that strategy really working for them. Estonia not managing to build up points in their power play. Britain playing towards the centre, putting pressure on, and it is the British pair who are rewarded with a huge steal of 3 and really shifting the momentum in this game as we head to the 7th and penultimate end.
Full 12?
Sorry?
Full 12?
Yeah, I think so.
Bit more?
No, I think full 12's good.
Thank you.
Maybe just outside, but
Brilliant, mate. Thank you very much. Right, Joe.
Look at that, viewer. It was a very bright first half for Estonia.
Paralympic sign.
yeah, I like that.
They went into the halfway break 5 points to 2 ahead. And we did listen in a little bit to the Team Britain half-time chat. And
Pretty
whatever
much perfect, Joe. 2 seconds.
two
I'm
British
busy
coaches
shaking like a
said.
sitting duck.
4.5, yeah?
My goodness, it seems to have put a fire in the belly.
I'm about to do your chair. 2 seconds.
Joe Butterfield and Jason
Yep.
Keane really exploding out in the second half with 5 points on the board. Clever use of their power play. The aggressive setup in the 5th. Totally neutralising Estonia's power play in the 6th.
Come
Come on,
on.
get up.
Cannot
Unlucky
win.
for Joe Butterfield
12
there.
or 3.
We cannot win. We play it. Sorry, Jay.
She's saying she cannot win. I think they feel sometimes when they do want the stone to curl, they're not quite finding enough curl, and when they would prefer the stone to stay a bit straighter, the stone is curling too much. So what are our objectives for this end, guys? We're in the 7th end. We have this end and one more only. If scores are tied at the conclusion of 8 ends, we will play an extra end. We need a winner. You simply get 1 point if you win a game, no points if you lose a game. It's that simple. It doesn't matter if you win a game with the very last throw on an extra end, or whether you win a game by 6 or 7 points. You get 1 point for a win. From here at this point in the 7th end, second to last end, both teams will
feels like it should be there.
Not only be thinking about what do we need to do here in this 7th end, they will also be thinking ahead.
It's all right, Jake. Weight was good. Weight was good, but you can see it now.
Yeah.
What they want to happen in the 8th end as well.
That was all right. No, I like that. I like that. Like, I got 12-2, so it would have been close. Like it, you can see it all.
Okay, 7.
So a disastrous power play there from Estonia. The British duo doing very well to neutralise it completely. And Estonia really need to muster all of that experience from recent World Championships in this discipline if they want to get this game back on their terms.
Yep. Yep.
Knowing then that we only have one end after this. What is Estonia's objective? Well, they really need to score here. They cannot let Britain score any points. It is Estonia with the hammer, you can see in the bottom left of our screen. It's Estonia who have last throw. And obviously you have the final say over an end. That's the advantage. It's advantage if you have last stone. And yeah, they cannot let Great Britain get any further away. And this is a very nice start. Little bit shell-shocked from the 2 power plays. Estonia, but they seem to have settled their nerves a bit.
Yeah, that's good. That's just outside that red stone.
Very nice start to the 7th end. They cannot let Great Britain score.
I have gotcha.
Otherwise, they would be really making a huge challenge for themselves in the 8th and final end.
Need to turn a bit, though.
Oh, I missed the thing, sorry. Close, Jay.
And Jason Keane really finding his rhythm.
I think it was low 9s because I pressed it later. I got 9-6. So
just moving stones around, moving stones out of play. And those 2 yellows very nicely in the 4-foot circle, the green one, but not anymore.
50%.
And for an encore, look at that red right in front of Katlin Riedebach. Estonia need to be careful here. As we said, the objective is Estonia have to score something here. They need to use their last stone advantage. Any more points to Britain, any more red points, and they will be leaving themselves quite a mountain to climb in the 8th end. And of course, objectives for the British team are entirely the opposite. Britain know that if we could maybe steal another point here, so if we could get 1 point, even though we don't have hammer, even 1 point would put them 3 points ahead overall, and that would be quite a big ask for one end. And you typically find that at this late stage in the game, the objectives for the teams are exactly opposite. And that's where we see the battle, that's where we see the tussle. Estonia need stones in play, they need to keep yellows in play.
If you move the top one, it's not the end of the world.
They don't mind even having that red out front. That's a stone they can hide behind, even though it's a British stone.
Edge of the red, or is that just too much, isn't it, in between?
Too much,
Yeah?
Yeah, I think...
Mid-8s.
To be honest, where her feet are, right?
Sorry?
Where her feet are, I think.
Yeah, OK.
And for Britain,
yeah, I like that.
As we said, objective
get a time
at this late stage in the game is exactly the reverse. They just want to keep removing yellow stones. try to limit scoring opportunity for Estonia.
A little bit tight.
A little bit.
If they can pick up a red point, that's fine.
It's all right.
But really, their objective is to make sure that they keep that pressure on Estonia. Don't let Estonia score big here.
And line 2.
Do you want to go and have a look where that red stone is?
Just
They're definitely line 2.
keep removing yellows.
100%.
Yeah.
That yellow's in front of our red.
Okay. What about the front one?
7.
7, okei. Pigem ees valge 6-2.
You can see that really damaging
Pigem
5th and 6th
6-2,
end.
las ta jääb ees valge.
Great Britain putting 5 points on the board. And Estonia need to hold their nerve here, weather the storm a bit, keep putting these yellows in play.
Kitsas. Natuke veel. Jah.
This looks awfully nice again from Milano. And for an encore, he's touching the tee line. He could not hardly have placed that any better. That is the view from the throwing end. Look at that yellow. It is, I would say, 90+% hidden in behind that red guard. That's what we said. Estonia don't mind that it's a red stone out front. It's a stone they can hide behind, and he has. And that is sitting
Do you like that?
right ahead of the tee line, just touching that tee line, the thin horizontal line.
Inside edge of the red?
Yeah.
Or outside?
Inside edge.
Yeah. Low 9s.
Big pressure on Joe Butterfield with Team Britain's final throw of the 7th end.
Little one right. That's about perfect. All right, 2 seconds. Right, I've got him. Something's leaving.
Close.
It's close, says Joe Butterfield. You can see this stone coming in a bit faster. She wants to move some yellows.
A little bit late, I think, Joe.
She's got one of them.
Wow.
It's all right, though.
So that yellow not quite going out of play, but
I think I've moved it enough, though. There's not very much reaction, is there?
I think she's moved it enough as well. So that is the final view. Joe Butterfield removing 1 yellow, but 2 yellows still counting.
Ma pigem eelistaksin asetada.
Võtame time out.
This is an interesting call. This is timeout. We've seen those in Olympic Winter Games the past couple of weeks as well, and it is the same here in wheelchair curling. Each team has 1 timeout during the 8 ends. They will have another timeout if we go to an extra end. Everything resets for an extra end. Now, why did they hold a timeout? This looked quite straightforward, didn't it?
Jaa, aga meil on asetus pigem lihtsam teha.
Ei, ma ei teeks selles mõttes, et meil oleks mõistlik 3 vunni mängida.
And they will have a 1-minute discussion.
Mul on, kui ma tulen 8, aga mul on taga
Ain.
7.
Seda sa ei pea võtma. See ei too punkti, meil on 2 punkti parem.
Sorry, praegu mina vaatasin valesti.
Just nimelt.
Alexander Andrei bringing the advice.
Jaa. Ma vaatasin valesti, ma vaatasin,
et aga too sama poolt, kus sa muidu tood, et ma võtaks välisinine. Pigem välisinine. Ain, sealt poolt välisinine.
Jaa. Aga miks sa välisinist tahad võtta?
Tahad sisse poole, see on meil pidur olemas.
Aga siis on pigem see.
Ei, just. All right, thank you.
8.
Ain. Yeah.
The umpire just saying that the timeout is concluded. You have 1 minute. And Estonia just wondering if this was the right shot to just get another yellow, try to score 3, or what if they try to hit the reds out? And could they even get 4? So the stone reaches that little pile at the back there. And certainly 2 yellows. There's the one right in the centre, then there's the one on the 8th foot, the white circle. So certainly that one. And certainly 2 yellows. I think it was 3. It is 3. That's confirmed on the board. And that is a magnificent response from Estonia. They were really weathering the storm in the 5th and 6th, but a superb response in the 7th. A huge score of 3. It is Estonia back in the lead over Team Great Britain, 8 points to 7. Lovely start again from the Estonians. Lovely hitting again from Jason Keane. Just exchanging a draw for a hit, a draw for a hit. Some really steady weight control though from Estonia. And Britain not managing to remove all the Estonian counters, and a huge score of 3 for Estonia. Their objective met in that 7th end as we go into the 8th. And will it be the final end of this session 1? It is Estonia leading Great Britain, 8 points to 7. We have picked a worthy game for the very first session in the very first wheelchair curling mixed doubles event here at Paralympic Winter Games at Milano Cortina 2026. Ups and downs, big scores for both teams. Both teams really settling into the rhythm now. It's always difficult when it's your first game at a new venue, especially arena ice, so when you've got the audience there, and it can depend a lot on the weather as well. Is it warmer outside? Is it cooler outside? Is it raining outside? And the viewers, the audience come in with wet clothes on. That can affect the air conditions, the air currents. But good to see both teams really settling into this game now.
You happy with that?
And will this be
okay.
the final end? 8 ends in mixed doubles discipline.
So that was 12.5, and that was edge of 12.
Yeah.
And that's come off.
If scores are still tied,
so you don't need to be worried
after
about
8 ends, we will play an extra end to find a winner.
Edge of 12, yeah?
2 seconds, let me just...
What's the matter?
I have mapping in the wrong position. I'm good.
You can see the time ticking down there on the underneath Great Britain's flag. Both the teams have 26 minutes thinking time.
That is you, full 12.
Both teams are
right. 2 seconds.
Quite fine
to
have enough time for this 8th end. If we need an extra end, everything resets. You don't have to save up time just in case.
Do we feel like?
Felt all right, but it looks like it's cutting.
Both teams would
like
have
a lot.
Like
4 minutes for an extra end and a coach interaction if they wish.
A little bit late. 14-4.
Sorry, Jay.
Are you sorry?
Felt like I threw it, it really did, so...
That's not a great start from Jo Butterfield there. She wanted that red really deep into the house, deep into the rings, nice and close to the yellow. Objectives for this 8th end, very clear. Great Britain need at least 1 point to keep the game going. If they have a chance to make 2 points, they could potentially win the game here.
Yep.
Objectives for Team Estonia then are exactly the reverse. They simply want to make it impossible for Great Britain to score 1 red, and there are different ways of doing that. In the traditional game, where you don't have stones placed already at the start of an end, in the traditional game, you would see a lot of hitting at this point, just trying to keep stones out of play. You don't really want guards to hide behind. But here in mixed doubles discipline,
18-inch.
you have stones placed already. It's a more aggressive setup than starting with no stones in play.
Low 9s.
Low 9s. Nice and smooth.
Tiny one to your left. No, that's just inside 18. Are you all right with that?
I'll go on a little bit more.
Yeah.
Just because I've got a tendency.
Yeah,
You know
yeah,
what
that's
it is.
good.
Yeah.
Now you get a time.
There you go.
Right, I've got you.
Right.
In mixed doubles, though, the other way of
Line is close,
preventing your opposition from scoring is to score better than them.
Don't take the one up the bottom. Right.
If we think of it in football terms, either
Fortunate.
you can do the park
get
the
away
bus
on that?
kind of defence,
I
make
got
sure
9.
that the other team
Killed
simply
them
doesn't
off.
score,
Just
or
killed.
Right.
let's call it
Yeah,
the,
just
the
killed more.
Brazil
Killed.
strategy and say, okay, if you score 4 goals, we'll score 5. And you see that kind of aggressive defence, so to say. You see that a lot more in the mixed doubles because the placed stones at the beginning of the end is that slightly more aggressive setup than the traditional rules where there are no stones in play at first. So that should benefit the British team a little bit to have some stones in play already, or that should help them to meet their objective for this end, to try to score at least 1. That is a decent throw, actually, from Ian Vilau. From our overhead view here, I think it is a yellow stone currently. It's just slightly closer to the centre.
And then aim at the red stone.
And that yellow from Vilau,
Red stone.
that's the view. That yellow just played from Vilau, just touching that centre line. Really blocking the path to the yellow
Got to start with an 8, Jake.
that's currently shot. There you are. You can just see
But
an
nice
edge of
throw,
green outside that
Nice and
yellow,
smooth.
whereas the red is really touching the edge of the green circle.
Red stone I
Got one
want.
to the left.
Yeah.
Right in the middle of that red.
Perfect.
And Great Britain need to be careful here.
Right,
What they don't
I
want
started that stone, Joe. You couldn't give
Yeah,
it
I
a
get
cut.
it.
is to be so
Come back at
fixed on trying to get 2 points,
Got loads of time,
try
like.
to win the game. What they don't want is to be so aggressive and try to get 2 points that they end up making life
Yeah.
too difficult to
Perfect.
even get 1 point. So they need to balance this here. They need to make sure they have at least a chance to get 1 point to take the game to an extra end.
Yeah, that's good there, Jake. Right, got you.
Yeah.
Close, Jake. I'm going to go down.
It's a little bit high.
A little bit high, says Jason Keane. Yeah, this stone is
That
certainly
is not
running
where I
on.
wanted it to go, Joe. Sorry.
Not really changed much.
It wasn't where I wanted it to
Not
go.
really changed much. Let's have a-
Who's Cox?
And Butterfield and Keane
Okay.
happily
Okay.
doing a bit of my job for me. They are correct, unfortunately, for British fans, is that they haven't really opened up a space to that yellow. And that lady in your picture, by far the most experienced mixed doubles player at this level.
Natukene
She is a veteran of 3
kitsas vist.
of the inaugural 4
Jep.
mixed doubles championships for wheelchair curling, and she and her current teammate Ian Vilau, bronze medalists at the last Worlds.
No.
as we said right at the beginning, we do see plenty of countries that we're used to seeing at Paralympics Winter Games, Paralympic Winter Games, but we see new countries at Paralympic as well, and that includes Estonia. And there are some
to do what you just did.
Some other new countries for us to enjoy in the wheelchair curling in both the mixed doubles.
You can just bump it back and then we're behind the
four-person game.
You can just bump that one back and sit behind. What sort of ice do you think for it? I think it's probably the edge of 8. Edge of 8, 12?
Yep.
Player 12, edge of 8? Or is it even a high 10s?
I don't think there's enough space.
Kind of like the through the port of 12. Bump it back. On the yellow. Straight on the yellow, bump it back, edge of 8.
It is a timeout for Great Britain.
Are you thinking just freeze the red?
We were thinking just try and get one in there just now to lie shot, or even if we were like 4 or 5, we've got an angle. But that chase probably is there, seeing it from here.
It looks like it now from here. I think it looks like it's there.
I think if we play it with the sort of like 6-7 weight, if we're on the red, we lie 1. If we can curl enough on the yellow, we might lie 2.
Low 12s?
Yeah. I think so.
Yeah.
What ice you reckon, mate?
I think it's close.
I just didn't want to wreck that guard. For 12 seconds, edge of 8 line.
You're right, the guards, you're right, the guards.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
If we don't think it's there, we probably have to play like just the draw or top tee.
Yeah.
I think it's there. I think it looks like there's
we play. If you play a 6-7 weight, you'll get one or the other.
Okay.
Get the weight right.
Yeah, go right.
So the 1 minute timeout with coach Luke Carson for the British team. I think that was a wise choice to get his opinion there. Critical time for the British team here. It is yellow, that yellow that we can see surrounded by the green circle.
Yellow stone, Jay?
Yeah.
That is the one that is currently counting for 1 point.
As you play that, you're not reckoning it.
The handle of that yellow, yeah.
Yeah, I think
Britain
so.
need to score at least 1 round to level the score, and that would take us to an extra end. So very sensibly, just getting the advice of coach Luke Carson. He's played a lot of curling in his career as well.
Here we go.
You want to go a little one to your right?
We have 3 stones to come in our very first game of mixed doubles curling
That's your yellow handle.
in the wheelchair curling event here at Milano Cortina 2026. A brand new discipline. We will have brand new champions. We have brand new countries to cheer here in the Cortina Curling Stadium.
7, 6, 7 weight.
Line is close.
And we picked a very fitting game to start our engagement with this new event. And we heard Jason Keane talking to the coach saying he didn't really want to take the guard off.
I think so. I think your line was good.
But actually, as we said, at the moment, Britain still have work to do just to get 1 point.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I could see it now on that side now. Yeah.
And as Joe Butterworth says, that has created a bit more space and maybe gave her more options for last stone.
Kiitos natuke. Oota, nyt on laji.
Niin?
Tämä natuke kitsamaks.
Kitsas vaan.
Kitsamaks natuke. Oot niin, okei.
Ice player assistant just supporting the wheels for the player there. Normally that would be your teammate. We see Britain still doing that, but they sacrifice someone at the other end to aim for. It's totally up to the team how they want to play. And oh my goodness, this is a peach from Kathleen Liedebach. That is a beauty. Look at this guy. That has found an absolutely perfect spot. Just sailing through that gap, coming to rest right next to her own stone, right ahead of T-line, and very little space for Joe Butterfield.
If you hit that, you stuff it and
the
give
last
them
throw of the 8th end. Let's see what they're talking about.
Kind of come through and trying to get the middle of
What's
it.
their idea?
That would be a loss.
That's all we've got, I think.
I don't think we've got much else.
Yeah, okay. Let's try it. Can I go?
So,
edge of 8.
Are you liking through the port there?
I think so, yeah. I think that's all there is.
It's going to be pretty heavy, Joe.
Yeah, I think it is. We'll just try and get in the middle and try it.
Yeah, how in.
Sounds like the British pair want to throw a big weight at this. I really try to thread the needle.
Let's have a look on this side.
Get it through the gap.
Low
And
nines.
remove both the yellows. I
think
don't
so.
see another shot for them personally. I don't think they can draw their way out of this. I don't think they can just get a red stone somehow closer than those yellows. That's the view for Jo.
He's swinging.
Can she thread a stone through that narrow gap
Do you like
to
that?
remove both those yellows?
Are you going for the outside?
Yeah, I think so.
She's got plenty of time left. Just take a deep breath.
Right, let's have a look. Got one to your right.
One stone to go.
She's pretty much at that red. Do you want a little one more to your right, everyone? Yep, that's good. Right, 2 seconds. Right, I've got you.
So a strong push. Using all of that upper body strength for Jo Butterfield. She needs it to just thread through this gap. She is not far off. She is not far. That is a shame.
But they had it.
A super try from Jo Butterfield. Very difficult shot. But big smiles for Estonia. 2 yellow, just to confirm that final score. And a worthy game for our first view of mixed doubles wheelchair curling. But it will be Estonia.
Congratulations.
You pick up the win. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Always nice to see.
Congratulations, buddy.
Congratulations.
Well done, mate. Good game.
Friendly,
Well
congratulations.
done,
It's a typically very social sport. We need to congratulate the coaches as well.
No, well done. Congratulations.
I think both teams have plenty to be happy about in that game.
Where's the card?
But it is the current bronze medalists from World Championships.
I was going to say thanks to the guys. Thanks, guys.
It is Estonia who pick up
Here we are.
the very first win in this competition.
Here we are.
Thank you.
Confirmation of the final score there. And 10-7, that doesn't really tell the whole story. It was really till the very last stone. And just a matter of millimetres, but it is Estonia, the current world bronze medalists. They triumph in this very first round over Great Britain, 10 points to 7. Team Estonia then delighted. There is the story of the game. And quite similar to half-time, a super comeback from Great Britain after the half-time break, but it was Estonia who just picked themselves up, weathered that storm, and some real sharp shooting in the 7th and 8th ends. And yeah, overall their accuracy, particularly on the draws, that was what was really telling for them. And they get an important point on the board, 1 win
Ladies
to
and
Estonia.
gentlemen,
Plenty of curling still to
this
come.
session.
Signore e signori, i risultati delle partite di questa sessione sono:
On sheet A, Italy 7, Republic of Korea 5.
sulla pista A, Italia 7, Repubblica di Corea 5.
On sheet B, Japan 3, People's Republic of China 10.
Sulla pista B, Giappone 3, Repubblica Popolare Cinese 10.
On sheet C, Great Britain 7, Estonia 10.
The announcer just confirming the game we've just seen.
Gran Bretagna 7,
A real
Estonia 10.
back and forth match between Great Britain and Estonia. Both teams, I think, should be fairly happy with their start, but it is Estonia who pick up the win. 10 points to 7 over a battling Great Britain right down to the last throw.
Thank you for being part of the Paralympic experience. Have a safe journey home. Please assist us by taking your rubbish with you as you leave the seating areas.
Grazie per aver condiviso con noi l'esperienza paralimpica. Vi auguriamo un buon rientro. Vi chiediamo di aiutarci portando via i vostri rifiuti quando lasciate le aree di seduta.
The fans then treated to a spectacular start to the very first mixed doubles event in wheelchair curling here at Paralympic Winter Games. We have plenty more curling to come. That is the first of 7 round-robin sessions. So it is Team Estonia. They are Team Estonia in the Paralympic Winter Games. They have 2 athletes here only. And we watched the 2 of them have a super start against a battling Team Great Britain. But it is finally Estonia who start their Paralympic Winter Games campaign with a win in session 1 of the wheelchair curling mixed doubles event. Join us again for the next games.
Personale verso le uscite, proseguite poi verso il bus terminale. Potrebbero esserci file o rallentamenti. Controllate